Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Business Lunch, and let's now talk about the key macro cue to watch today. The NSO will announce the January CPI numbers at 5:30 p.m. This will come along with the industrial output numbers for the month of December. And according to a CNBC-TV18 poll, the street is expecting a much lower 5.03% CPI for January versus the 5.69% that we had in December. So Latha is here with more. Latha, I'm guessing this lower number is on account of food prices not rising too much.
Well, actually, there are a mix of reasons why the CPI number is expected to come as low as 5.03%. There is a high base, 6.52 year ago in January of 2023. But more importantly, core inflation has been falling a lot. It used to reign at about 6.1% year ago, as you can see. It has already fallen all through 2023 to 3.8 December. And now 3.6 is the new expectation. And Reserve Bank looks at core very closely, because that, unlike food and fuel, whatever, if you exclude food and fuel, the remaining items in the CPI basket form the core. That is something which can be controlled by interest rates and has been coming down. Now, food is lower, as you said, it is coming down to 7.4 according to our poll, compared to 9.5% just last month, the previous month, December. But here again, the base is expected to help. But even at 7.4, it's not a very pleasant number. Okay, these are the poll numbers. Let me just come to the overall expectations in the market. For the last 2 months, November and December, the CPI numbers have been far lower than the poll. So that will be watched out for, whether inflation is actually undershooting expectations. And as I told you, it's been dragged down by a sharper than expected fall in core numbers. Food is lower. As I told you, the poll is 7.4. But even 7.4 is an ugly number. And therefore, in the reading today at 5:30, the market will watch very closely for pulses, cereals, and to a lesser extent for vegetables as well, because food has been defying expectations. The Reserve Bank has cut the Jan-Feb-March forecast to 5% from 5.2. So the expectation is things will come lower. But if it doesn't come around the 5% mark, this will be a bit of a nasty jar. However, all these things pale into insignificance compared to the number that will come tomorrow, which is the US CPI number. That is expected to rise only by 0.2% month on month and come in at 2.9% for the month of January. But why I say that number is closely watched is that's the one that is setting the Indian yields as well. As we know, the US 10-year yield has shot up to 4.17%. And that's why, despite an even sounding RBI, we are seeing Indian yields give up all the gains that they made last week after the policy, and now reigning at 7.1%. So this is going to be the all-important number, though we would like our inflation number to be lower. Just a word on the IIP, industrial output number, that comes for December. It's a very lagged number. We've already got all the results for Q3. So this number is expected to disappoint at 2%, but I don't think the market will mind much.
All right, Latha. So those are the macro numbers that we are watching out for later today. And